Quick shout out, and R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan. Welcome world, episode 188 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. Vibe out a little with the homie, rest in peace. Present love to the family and friends. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan.
Whatever.
Rest in peace, Fatman Scoop.
That's the guy right there, boy.
Hold on, I'm gonna let this ride a little. Brother F, give me a little extra volume on this. Take me back to Club Gahhd, back to Club Octagon, the tunnel, baby.
You got a $20 bill.
What was that other shit?
You got a $10 bill.
That's the Music Factory, but also the Music Factory.
Limelight, baby.
Oh, the Limelight.
Big noise, single ladies. I can't hear y'all. Single ladies. Big noise. All the chicken heads.
For the chicken heads.
All the chicken heads. Be quiet. All the chicken heads. Be quiet. Yeah, baby. Fatman Scoop. Face 7. Sing along. Come on.
Shout out to Faith. Yo, Faith just went crazy on the interview. Rest in peace, Fatman Scoop. I just wanted to give y'all a small sample size of that. Let's get into some new music. Unreleased.
Oh.
I didn't know what LTL meant.
Tonight, in La Casa de Moet, we have a special
Stack Federal Dollahs in the building.
Best
Welcome, my
on this
friends.
side of the Hudson.
Give me some love.
Ladies,
Big Grudge in the building.
get up
Welcome,
off your
my
ass
friends.
and get down to this. Picture the set for 2.5 moon. Reform savage, hood tycoons. Filling my cup, discussing the culture. Almost caught bird flu, naming a few vultures. Felt a slight chill, the void was filled. Fidel, you funny.
It's that raw material if you don't understand.
Unreleased, and I can have y'all bootlegging.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my Peruvians out there.
Her body's a
Black,
trophy when they
baby.
contest. Grabbed me by my coat
Shout out
and
to
gave me a
Brother
heavy
Black,
pack.
wherever he's
Whispered in
at.
my ear, nigga woke me up the steps. She invited me
Now,
in.
the reason
How
I
long
started
has
with
it
this
been?
song,
My
out of all the
baritone
songs that were
grabbed
sent,
her hormone. She
'cause
poured
it's
us
the
wine
breakup
and answered my FaceTime as my lady in the seat. It's a universal sign. Don't bite off
the love song. Lot to lose.
Right.
When is this dropping? When is this project dropping?
It's dropping September 20th.
September 20th in your phone on all DSPs. Materia Prima 2.
Look out.
The raw material.
Wow.
Let me get a little fade out. Shout out to that. Shout out to y'all brothers. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Having us here.
Thank y'all for being here. I know
Greatly appreciative.
brother Big Grudge came all the way from LI. Stack came all the way from P-Town. Shout out to P-Town.
The Power City. All right.
There's is that this weekend, yo? There's a big event going down in P-Town.
Word.
Not Sticky Fingers.
Nah, Crazy Legs.
Crazy Legs.
Yeah.
Get your body parts.
Get
Get your body parts right.
I smoked this morning, so I'm a little off. Crazy Legs got a dope event in Patterson. I believe it's on the 21st or the 23rd. I don't have it, but y'all look it up. Tickets are on sale. There's gonna be some dope legends
doing this
there.
thing, yeah.
Dope performances there. You gonna be there, Stack?
I don't know, depending, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Crazy Legs, get my man Stack on the stage, bruh.
Shouts to Crazy Legs too, because he was the one that trained the Olympic breakdancing team.
He trained fucking Roadrunner or whatever.
Nah, that's
from
stupid ass
New
shit.
She's from Australia, right?
What was her name?
A Ray Gun.
That was Ray Gun.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all don't give a fuck. That is the most popular breakdancer on earth right now.
She's an idiot.
She's not good.
She's an idiot. I'm sorry.
My opinion on that.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead.
Pardon.
No, go ahead.
That those breakdancers should have came from New York or Jersey or Connecticut.
We had a team, right?
We had a team, yeah.
USA had to have a
That
team.
should have been centered and rooted where it started.
They should have been like, they should have had trials or like,
Yeah.
show me what you're gonna do in your performance before you go up.
This is what I was gonna say. I did a little reading on her, and she
You
basically
was practicing her move.
hell yeah. She basically put herself on the team, yo.
She did. I read something like that.
She could have gave the opportunity to somebody that was better than her, because there were people in Australia that were better than her.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But she put herself on the team. She basically was like, no, I'm gonna put myself on this team. And she basically,
she's a teacher, I believe. No,
she's a fucking moron. Fuck that bitch, yo.
You batter her?
Huh?
You batter her?
Hell yeah, bro.
My money's on Roadrunner.
Of course, because you go with that cornball type shit.
Now, do you think breakdancing will be back in the Olympics next year?
They already said it's not. They already said it's not.
See, that's why I think it should have. My opinion on that is it should have been centered around here. You know what I mean? Because that was the first time it was ever
introduced,
right?
Yeah, to the world in that fashion.
Should have been focused in the Mecca, which
Word.
is New York City, Jersey, the whole tri-state area, because that's where this thing, breakdancing, pop locking,
Everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Originated. The only people that I could say is at the same level or probably a tier higher would be those in Japan, because they be going in.
Right.
But you see the difference.
They be going in.
But this is the difference between Japan and Australia. You go to Japan, right? They're highly disciplined people.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what they do.
Right.
They're gonna be disciplined at it. They're gonna learn it. They're gonna study the history of it,
Word.
and they're gonna get it down to a science.
Indeed.
And that's the difference between them and fucking Ray Gun.
Well, Australia.
Her name keeps getting changed every time.
Wasn't Australia built off of criminals? Didn't?
Yes.
They sent a bunch of criminals. To
A bunch
Australia?
of English criminals were sent to that island to basically die. They made it and created Australia.
And they created breakdancing.
No.
Nah. Shout out to
Roadrunner.
Crazy Legs and Roadrunner.
Rocksteady crew.
Word.
Shout out to the Rocksteady crew. Shout out to the real B-boys and B-girls
Yes,
out
sir.
there that got busy. It's a shame that that's the most famous breakdancer, but it's also hilarious because the memes and the videos, Twitter and Instagram.
I'll tell you why it's a bigger shame, because it kind of makes hip hop. It kind of makes hip hop seem right. It kind of makes hip hop seem like it's not serious. Like, no, we can't take them serious. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And
that's been like that for quite some time.
And that's why they
But
shut
to
the door.
do it on an international stage.
That's what I mean. This was the opportunity for that to shine. You know what I'm saying? And they fucked it up. They shitted on it.
It's not coming back.
They already said it's not coming back next Olympics, and it should, because next Olympics is in the United States. It's
That
in
would have been the time to
Los
bring it.
Angeles.
Should.
Los Angeles has some world-class breakdancers.
That's what I'm saying, and they fucked that up.
But the Olympics is
pop
weird.
locking early too, right?
Yeah.
They was rerunning them, all those dancers, Shabba-Doo from breaking. Like
Shabba-Doo, wow, rest in
He
peace.
was on
Yeah,
that
man.
early. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean, and they shitted on it, and they don't take it serious. So like, nah, that's gotta go.
But the Olympics are in a weird place because I also read that the next Olympics will not include amateur boxing. So they're doing some fuck shit over there, eliminating
actual
fire
events.
yeah,
All type of opportunities for people.
Facts.
Weird stuff, but that's the Olympics, bro. They do whatever they want. Shout out to them. I fuck with the Olympics, but I did not fuck with Olympic breakdancing, and I'm a little disappointed that they're removing boxing.
Yeah.
But everybody else, shout out to them. But F all that, we're here today to talk about a dope project that's about to come out September 20th. September
Indeed.
20th?
Yeah,
Yes.
indeed.
September 20th, let me write that down because I'm going to say it a few times. It's called Materia Prima Dos, Raw Material, Part 2. We got a Part 1 2 years ago in 2022. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk street cinema. We're going to talk Poison and the Remedy. We're going to talk Crime Side. We're going to talk Just Another Street Musician. We're going to talk influences and legacy. We got Big Grudge. We got Stack Federal Dollahs.
That's right.
Manteca País.
Manteca País.
The big ceviche.
And the Big Ceviche. That, I can't, I wrote down the Big Ceviche, right? So I'm reading it. I'm like, damn, I want some fuck. That's it right now. Wood. So,
Burger line, they gotta have a spot.
Yeah, oh no, they got a few spots over there.
Yep. Not Papa.
But let's get into the project. November 20th, new project.
September 20th.
September 20th. Pardon me, guys. I'm telling you, I got
thinking Thanksgiving.
Yeah, word.
my favorite
Yeah.
day of the year.
Is it?
Let me look dead into the camera and let y'all know. Whoever knows me
Ceviche
knows
for Thanksgiving.
Word.
Thanksgiving is my
Turkey.
favorite day of the year, and I think I'm gonna travel, yo.
Okay.
Yeah? You want to wait for Thanksgiving this year?
Yeah, last year's Thanksgiving was such a disappointment that
I remember
think
you told
this
me.
year I'm gonna just be a getaway and just go be alone for Thanksgiving. I'm still not over it. I'm still depressed.
Wow.
Last year's Thanksgiving.
Wow.
But that's neither here nor there. September 20th, Now, you sent us 6 songs. Is that the whole project, or is that just what you sent us?
That's just what I sent y'all because there's a few skits that's entwined with that as well. So yeah, okay. I just sent y'all the meat.
You gave us a song.
Yeah, word.
All right. And this is totally produced by
Big
Grudge.
Big Grudge.
All right. So let's
Strong Island in the house.
Let's go track by track, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Track number. Did you send it to us in order?
Nah, that I did.
So what we discussed will not be. Oh, if you have the order, let me see. We'll discuss them in order.
Yeah.
Because when the people go listen to it, I want them to kind of follow along with what we was talking about.
That's right.
So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But to go over the tracks real quick, the titles of the tracks, we got Presente, we got Machete,
which is
Voice the Power.
Voice the Power, really.
Word.
Is what?
Voice the
Machete
Power.
is Voice the Power.
Voice to Power?
Mm-hmm.
Voice the Power.
Oh, Voice the Power.
Yeah.
You got the cover, right? It's on the cover.
Then we got Don't Need It. We got L2L, Lot to Lose, Amplified,
and Medicine.
These are.
Which one was your favorite track, Ernst?
Number 3, Don't Need It.
That's my favorite track too. Goddamn.
The first verse on that is my favorite shit.
That's surprising to me right there.
Right away.
I like that one.
I like some of the bars on Amplified. A specific bar I wrote down we're going to talk about. I also like L2L because of the
I got it right here.
The interpolation.
Damn. All right. Can you see it right there?
I'm gonna copy and send it to you.
So this is actually
Amplified is one.
We'll find the cover, the back of the cover.
I'm sending it to him right now. Boom.
Price of Fame. What song is that? Do I not have that song?
Yeah, you have that song.
Or do I have it under a different name?
Nah, you have it.
Yes, The Price of Fame was song 3, right?
No, that would be Don't Need It.
Don't Need It, so song 4.
That's LTO.
Oh, shit. Just blocked it.
Price of Fame is 5.
So Amplified?
That's the first track.
Amplify is the first track.
No, I don't think you sent us Price of Fame.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
There it is.
You have it?
This is what you sent us.
Yeah.
Because when you said 6 tracks, I'm like, man, it might be more than 6 tracks.
We're missing a few tracks. But that's good, that one. Because when the album drops, we'll get to listen to them as fans as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think we recorded 8 songs.
Mm-hmm. And the 2 skits, yeah.
Now, y'all titling this an LP or an EP?
It'll be an LP.
LP?
Yeah.
What led y'all to naming it Raw Material? Part 2, obviously, because of Part 1. So what led y'all to name Raw Material Part 1 by that title?
We was going back and forth with ideas, and we're cousins, right?
Okay.
So there's the word primo, you know what I'm saying, which is kind of in the title, Materia Prima.
Mm-hmm.
So around that word, I was like, all right, what could be something in Spanish that'll describe what this project would be, raw material. So Materia Prima, raw material. You know what I'm saying? Like raw meaning it's the rawest form of hip hop, and that's the material that we're presenting. You know what I'm saying? So that's how
to the consumer. Word.
Just lyrics and beats.
Indeed.
How do y'all work together in the process? Do you make the beat first and then you write to it? Do you say I got this hook and make a beat around it?
Well, our process of making music is he creates everything in the lab like a crazy mad scientist, and then he just emailed me. He was like, yo, check out the email. So I go through it. I'm like, yo, I like this one. It's like, all right, bet, let's get to work.
How many does he send you per email?
It depends. It depends. At one point in time, it was like 10 and 1. You know what I'm saying? And then as time went along, he would just, scale it down. Yeah. Send me 2, 3, and then we'll go from there.
I feel like if you get 10, you might miss something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you won't focus too much. Your focus will be off.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's fire though. How many beats you make a day, Big Grudge?
Oh man.
I mean, I'll just. like kind of like just summarize it, I'll say like maybe 3 a day, but it could be more than that.
And it's MP or
I'm
digital?
strictly on the MPC.
Yeah.
Okay. Strictly.
You gotta bang out on the pads.
On the tabletop.
I feel like that's more.
You gotta be hands on.
It's truer to the raw material title, right?
Right, exactly.
The digital is not raw.
No,
Like
exactly.
like he said, lyrics and beats.
Yeah.
Because that's what like how you see hip hop is just like
those two components. Yeah.
We just come in with the
with the lyrics, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And then if whatever formulates from that, then you know what I'm saying, is the raw essence of hip hop music is the hard beats with the ill dope lyrics. You know
and none of the extra fluff.
Right.
Nah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not necessary when you're not trying to have that extra fluff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's not what you guys do.
Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns, because
all depends on what you serving. Yeah,
that is already saturated with the extra fluff.
Word.
So we were discussing
our menu different.
Right. And thank you, because a lot of us are starving. We were discussing before we hit record about the state of music and the monotony of it, the repetitiveness of it, I want to say
the lack of regionality.
Hold that thought, because I just wanted to say the low quality of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the lack of regionality, thank you for reminding me, because I personally miss regional hip hop, regional slang, regional style.
It's what set everybody apart, you know what I'm saying? That's how we were able to distinguish, you know what I'm saying, between artists. You know what I mean? Now everybody sound the same. They use the same words, they use the same slang.
Kind of like when reggaeton first came out, that same wave. So it's everybody sounding the same.
So I'm very anti that, and I miss when a Chicago rapper sounded like he was from Chicago, and I miss when it wasn't so accessible. Like I recall first hearing Twister, and my man put me on. My man's from Cali, matter of fact. Shout out to my brother Mike. I'm gonna go see him soon. And he had put me on to Twister, and I'm talking about 1997, 1998 type shit. And we were out in Oklahoma when he put me on. And I came back home to Jersey, shout out to Jersey, and I couldn't find the CD, bro.
So you was fiending.
Until I ended up in Newark one day in a mom and pop store, and I seen it, and I was like, oh shit, they got the CD, and I remember I was broke as hell. And I think I charged
did you?
it. No, I think I charged it on my credit card or some stupid shit just to have it. I was like, yo, this shit is fire, and I need it, and God knows when I'll be back here. And I don't think these kids know that feeling anymore of having to find a record or having to find a song. I remember when Freaks first came out, Little Vicious, and I heard it in a park, and I got on my bicycle and I rode down to the record store 25 blocks away, and I asked the little old man, and shout out to him, he gave me my first job. Shout out to him, and I was like, "Yo, you got Freaks?" He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, "Nah, this new reggae song, Dougie Fresh making the beat. They got a little kid on it. He's ripping it."
Vicious.
Nah. So like 3 weeks later, we got the white label, and just getting your hands on shit like that was so fucking like you'd feel accomplished.
Yeah.
And then you'd race home to fucking hear it, and then you'd race to put your man onto it. And now everything's just at the touch of your fingers. Yeah. It's a positive, but it's a negative in the sense that these kids don't know.
Nah.
Yo, we used to have to fight for shit, bro.
Yeah.
Not only
that, the
dope shit.
Not only that, the fact of having, like you said, the physical in your hand and unwrapping it, looking at the credits and be like, he did this, and you know what I mean? And then the shout outs, and then everything.
Learning the lyrics.
Everything.
Who produced it.
That's what I mean. All that. It's all gone.
In the creative process, before you're sending him 20 beats or a clip of 20 at a time, do you ever come up with like maybe a sample or something that you're like, yo, I heard this?
There was a few times, but he was like, yo, you gotta give me the record. Yeah. If you want some sample, you gotta give me the record. And sometimes I can't locate the record.
Right.
Yeah,
that goes back to what we were just saying, right? How hard it was to find shit. And even now, that's the one thing the internet don't got and DSPs don't got. There's certain white labels, there's certain remixes, there's certain versions of shit, live versions, studio versions, whatever that.
Pressings.
That just limited pressing, songs that only came out in China.
Yeah.
So there is still, if you're really about the hunt, I'm on a hunt right now for a specific Mary J. Blige promo single that was produced by somebody we're not allowed to talk about anymore. But it's really dope, and I want to because it's dope. And shout out to that. But let's go all the way back to the beginning. You brothers, y'all brothers appear to be young brothers that are around our same hip hop age. So let's go back to the very beginning. Who put y'all on or introduced y'all to the genre of hip hop?
Well, I would say, you know what I'm saying, it's two people. The first person is Ralph McDaniels, you know what I'm saying? That was the visual, right? And then I gotta give the other one to my cousin Eddie, because when I walked into his room, it was like a museum. You know what I'm saying? Posters, tapes, records, and from that moment on, I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to be in this. So yeah.
And Cousin Eddie was cool?
Yeah, Cousin Eddie was super cool.
He let you hold some tapes?
Yeah, of course, he was super cool.
Cousin ain't gonna be like
nah, Cousin Eddie was super, super cool. And he was the one, a few years later, that introduced us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so full circle moment. Yeah, word up.
He's still around?
Yeah, indeed. Word.
And what about you, Grudge? You remember when you got introduced to the culture?
I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I was living in Passaic, New Jersey. I'm born in Patterson, so my early beginnings is out here in Jersey. So at the time I was in Passaic, me and my brothers had a babysitter. These older Puerto Rican girls that lived like a floor or two above us. So they would come down and watch us while my pops was away. And one of the instances that we was there with the babysitters, they came down with a copy of Rapper's Delight. The vinyl, and we had a record player in the crib because my pops was, had his own vinyl going on, so they played that shit and they kept playing it like the shit. It was like I remember it might have been like maybe for like 2 or 3 hours straight that they would.
And that was like a 7-minute song if I remember.
It was long as hell. It was long as hell.
Rapper's Delight was good.
And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? But I hear the rhymes, I hear the beat, I hear the cadence, and I already had heard that beat from another song.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Correct. So I'm like, yo, this shit is kind of crazy. So that was my introduction into rap, because I kind of knew what was going on at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, these brothers is rapping, this shit is ill, and people are going crazy over it. Because they was going crazy over that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm a peewee, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, looking up, what the fuck? And that was enough for me right there, because after that, then the 80s came around, you know what I'm saying? And then you started to hear the Mo D's, Treacherous 3, the LLs, Run DMC, and then that was it. I was
to the races.
I heard the starters going.
You know what's bugged out? He just told me that story, right? In my brain, I'm thinking, damn, we really grew up with hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, we were there at the genesis of hip hop.
The people in our age range.
Yes.
Right.
The young people in our age.
There was a time when you didn't hear hip hop on the radio.
No, there was no hip hop radio station.
You had to wait, and then when Mr. Magic came through, you had to wait. What was it? Friday and Saturday, right?
From I think you got an hour.
That was it. Yeah.
You had to tape.
I was.
And you had to wait till next week.
My guy was Red Alert. I always remember waiting for Red Alert on WBLS. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because I knew he was gonna play the dope shit.
Yeah,
so I kind of feel like that's why it means so much to us, right? Because to these kids nowadays,
they didn't have to.
It was always available.
Around.
Right.
It was always around.
To us, we
nurtured
had
it.
to go through our rock phase.
Right.
We had to go through our R&B phase. We had to go.
And hip hop is all of that.
And hip hop
is all of that.
And that's another thing that not to shit on the new generation, because y'all live y'all life and y'all live in a time where y'all do it how y'all do it. That's not for me to judge.
Right.
But I don't think music fans nowadays are as, although it's accessible to them, they're not as open to different genres as we were, where we learned about rock and R&B.
Yeah, true. Because if you, like, for instance, like,
we kind of didn't have a choice.
Right, yeah, we had to listen to what was available. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we were like, I want to find this, and it was right there. No, we had to listen to what was there.
That's true.
Most of the time, at least in my household, it was Spanish music. You know, the radio.
Salsa.
You know, salsa, and then my aunt would play rock music, disco, and shit like that. You know what I mean? But it was what was available to us. You know, and we had to learn from that, and then carry. Once we were like the first person to introduce me to hip hop was our boy on the block in Guttenberg. And he was like, yo, listen to this. And I was like, oh, shit, what is this?
You remember what it was?
What the hell was it? I think it was Run DMC.
Yeah.
It was Run DMC. I think it was Suck MCs or some shit like that.
Wow.
You know, I always ask guests that question, what was their first exposure to hip-hop? And I don't remember my first exposure.
Nah?
Nah, like I know my parents took me to watch
B Street
in the theater. And I remember coming back from that trip. I don't remember going. I don't remember seeing the movie. I remember coming back and we were talking about who's the homie that dies because of the train?
Ramo.
So that scene stuck with me. So that might have been my first experience.
Okay, now that you say that, my introduction to hip hop was the breakdancing movie. Breaking. Part one. That was my introduction.
Turbo and Ozone.
I wanted to be Turbo.
That Puerto Rican chick.
You know what I'm saying?
Movie, God damn, remember the Puerto Rican?
Hell yeah! But I wanted to be Turbo. I wanted to dance with the
Turbo
broom.
the tall one or the
No,
short?
Turbo. Ozone was the Spanish dude. Turbo was.
Oh, Turbo was the short one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wanted to be Turbo. I thought Turbo was the dude right there. I was like, yo,
He
that
was
the illest dude. That's the illest dude right there.
Boogaloo Shrimp.
And that movie's streaming, so anybody who hasn't seen it, go check it out. I believe it's on Tubi right now.
Yeah.
They need to bring back Tougher Than Leather.
That was an ill movie.
Yeah,
I remember watching that movie.
They need to bring that back. I recall my father taking me to go see that movie too. Yeah.
That was fire. Crush Groove is my shit. I actually watched that like 2 weeks ago.
Crush Groove.
It's bugged out.
Crush Groove is monumental, man.
Yeah. You see young LL. He gotta be like 16 years old. 15, 16.
Radon Chong. She was in Peachtree, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Shouts to Radon Chong.
Yes.
That's Tommy Chong's daughter.
Yes. And Tommy Chong's son, I just found out recently, was Homie from The Matrix.
Which one?
Tank. One of the brothers.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
So shout out to that. Shout out to Dan. What were we just talking about right now?
Your exposure to hip hop.
Your exposure, yeah.
No. Damn, I needed to show somebody else. I forgot. Oh, shout out to Jersey, Big Jersey. Rest in peace, Chino XL. We didn't speak on him.
201-862.
But shout out to that. Shout out to all the MCs, everybody in Jersey doing their thing.
Yep.
Do y'all recall coming up having a particular favorite artist or album that kind of like
stuck out,
changed your life?
Of course, man. So me, man, 3 letters of spell, NAS. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Illmatic?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, before that, it was Big Daddy Kane.
Which one?
You know what I'm saying?
Not Follow.
Man After My Own Heart.
The Wrath. I think it was called? The Wrath? Wrath of Kane. Wrath of Kane, yeah.
That's when he's
the first one.
Fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wrath of Kane.
That's not
circumference. Destroying nigga.
Yeah.
Woo! It was nothing.
What am I thinking?
Long Live the King.
Big Daddy Kane was like.
Long Live the King was the first album. The second one was it Looks Like a Job for?
No, that was later with Teddy Riley.
That was in the 90s, yeah.
Nah, I think Taste the Chocolate.
No, that's in the 90s.
Okay.
That you're talking about was the second album. The name escapes me. It might be Big Daddy thing, I think it was.
I think that might have been it, yeah.
It's a blue cover and he's in the pool or on by the pool and shit.
Okay.
Got ladies with him, yeah. I should know that. I should know that.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane, let me see, his second album.
Yeah. The first one was Long Live the King.
Yeah.
That was when he was like on a throne.
Yeah.
Like Purple album or Purple
Smooth Operator.
That's
Smooth Operator,
Long Live
right?
the King's first. It's a Big Daddy thing. Second.
Big Daddy.
Taste of Chocolate third.
Yeah.
Then the one that we were talking
Wow.
about, Looks Like a Job for. That was fourth. That was a good album. That had How'd You Get a Record Deal, Stop Shamming, all those great
But
songs.
wasn't that the comeback album? Because Taste of Chocolate was
it was kind of like, yeah, but
I think he tried to do the R&B thing.
Yeah, he did. It was when they tried to go commercial.
See, but that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? With artists that you can't just pigeonhole people, and when you become pigeonholed and you strive to reflect that to people that you're different, that's when nobody wants to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's sad.
It's a funky game, bro, because everybody will say, I want my favorite rapper to grow. I want him to get more successful. I want him to be the biggest rapper in the world. Then when it happens, they're like, fuck it.
He sold out.
Yeah. Word.
You know what it is? Sometimes the fan base
doesn't grow with the artist.
Ready for that.
Yeah, they don't grow.
You got to kind of, because he had, I think Big Daddy Kane had a song where he was singing on one of those first 2 albums. Mm-hmm. It might have been Long Live the Kane, where he was actually singing. And I know a love like yours is so hard to find. Right. Word. So when you, and I ain't no expert, but when you sprinkle it, sometimes the people like, yo, that's just kind of fly. Yeah. And when you just dump that shit on top of it,
word.
It's too much.
Yeah.
And especially when you're used to Big Daddy Kane, just like you said, you got R&W, you got, all those great songs, and then you do that, it's like, wait, what happened?
Yeah. Who's that reminds me of Biggie dropping Hypnotize.
True indeed.
He changed the game with that. Right. He changed himself with that.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I'll be honest.
I really don't gravitate to that song. I like what's the other one? I mean,
when it first came out, you fucked with it.
Yeah, I did the sample, the Rise sample.
Oh, that's different. The Herb album.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo,
I was the total opposite. When that came out, I was like,
and then
what
the Slick Rick hook doing?
Yeah.
I was like, yo. To me, I saw what he was. What they was.
You saw the vision. You saw the vision.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't. I'll be honest. Not until I heard the actual album, I was like, okay, he really did this fucking thing on this. You know what I'm saying? But until I heard it,
well, it was like shock to us, right? We were used to Ready to Die Biggie, bro.
Yeah. Respect. Crazy. That was my joint. Yeah. The one with the whatever he gotta do with the reggae on the hook, Unbelievable by
I was used
Primo.
To that. Then when you pop shit,
yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Did you think that that was like a pop record off the bat?
Yeah. I thought automatically that's what he was going for. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get...
I remember that day like
all the hip-hop was shifting in that
area,
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was...
But it's like you saw it, we saw it. Oh, let me speak for myself. I saw it, but I didn't want to accept it. Okay. Right? Because I didn't want hip-hop to do this shit. Right. Mind you, when it shifted, I was happy as hell, and I was bad boy for life, and I'm pop records to the death now, and give me the hits, don't give me the... if you're broke, I don't want to hear it. I want to hear the hit record. So they changed me in essence.
Right.
But at that point, when I was in my mom's bedroom listening to Hot 97, and Angie Martinez said, "Yo, this is the new Biggie song," and she hit play, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Facts, big facts. I was.
What happened?
Yeah.
3 months later, I was like, Biggie. Oh, this my shit.
Especially at the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
They saw the vision, both of them. Especially Puff, because I'm pretty sure that was Puff's idea.
Yeah, from day one. From day one, when you see the movie, it's like, yo, you can play that hardcore shit all you want, but if you don't have nothing, the ladies or everybody can dance to, then what we gonna do?
See, that goes back to the combo we were just having.
Yeah.
Ladies move the party, and fellas follow the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that might have been one of the theories that led hip hop to go
left
where it went. You know what
where
I'm saying? Because a lot of people they want to make, they specifically want to make the hit record for the girls so that the guys will follow. And anytime you go trying to make a hit record, it's harder than if you just go to make a record and it becomes a hit.
Yeah,
just be natural, and if it's gonna be a hit, it's gonna be a hit. All right. So first Kane, then Nas for you, and Big Grudge. Albums or artists that stick out that kind of like changed shit.
Shit, man, that Run DMC album on King of Rock. That shit was fucking crazy. That Slick Rick, greatest.
That's a classic.
That is.
That's a classic to this day. You could play that entire album without skipping a song.
And some of them stories that he tells with the crabs, with the spears, and
hey yo, Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier.
That album right there had pop songs without it being pop
driven. Yeah, right. You
know what I mean? Cause
him coming from British, word.
Every doom, that shit.
That shit was hard, bro. And the video, the black
video,
and then Teenage Love, when they went into, you know what I'm saying, it had the R&B.
I think that's where it started for me. Like my affinity for girl records
Teenage Love?
Yeah, I think it started with
A Teenage Love. I ain't like the way they did Kane in that video, but you know, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But the fact that he was in it was dope.
Yeah,
I remember
word.
back in the day, it was always dope to
see
spot
another rapper in
in the video. Yeah. You'd be like, oh,
it wasn't
shit,
a big. It wasn't what it is now. Like, oh, a cameo in a rap video is nothing now.
Right.
But back then it was big
dope,
deal.
right?
Well, now it's different, right? Because we have so much access to our artists, right? I could go DM Nas right now. I'm not saying he's going to reply because I probably have DM'd him before. But we can go see Nas's IG and fuck around. He put up what he had for breakfast this morning. You know, they're regular people
connected.
that we can touch.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Big Daddy Kane or Slick Rick was like a god.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh
seeing one of them
I'll
was like
never
seeing a
see
god.
them in person.
Like if you saw them in person, you probably like freeze.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
oh,
Yeah, word.
shit, what do I do next?
Yeah, word.
Imagine
superhero.
Yeah,
imagine Slick Rick with his chains and you see him in person, you might faint and shit.
I got a question for Big Grudge. Since you produced this project, right? What project helped you become a producer, or what project shifted your mind from rapping now is the focus, but now I want to make beats? You know what I'm saying? And how can I go about making beats and making the songs I want to make, the way I want to make
That's
them?
a good question. I would say the Symphony,
Dun,
Marley Marl
Dun.
albums where he made the
Dun.
compilations with Juice Crew.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite videos when I was a kid.
Because Marley, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first heard Marley's beats and you know that whole little that force he had, the Juice Crew, and I was listening to like the production on all of those records, that got me interested in making beats. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of making beats, it would be the Marley Marl era with the Juice Crew records on Cold Chillin'. In terms of spitting, I've always had that ability to spit. You know what I'm saying?
Put words together.
To put words together, poetry. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had that. I think that was instinctual. I might have been born with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but with the Marley beats, the Marley sound, that's what got me like. I was open off of that shit early.
Plus Marley also, he changed the way hip hop sounded when he started sampling the James Brown records
samples,
and layering samples on top of samples,
kicks and snares,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. So
he started doing.
he's a genius.
He started taking it away from the way it sounded, which was very synthetic.
Right,
it sounded like with
you
know, a lot of the '80s pop sounds.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And that was part of hip hop.
He gave it the dirty, gritty sound.
Right.
He was the first hip hop producer that came.
Hip hop super producer, correct?
Right? Because Sugar Hill Gang was produced by a pop producer,
right? But I think
not a hip hop.
I think the brothers that was doing beats for Run DMC, his name escapes me. He had the Orange Crush remixes and all of that. There was a producer right behind the Run DMC records, and also Curtis Blow, who was producing the Fat Boys. He was producing himself. You know what I'm saying? So
and that was around the same time.
Yeah, right, leading into the Marley
era.
Yeah. Even Slick Rick, believe it or not, he produced a lot of that first album.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Like
I wasn't
90%
aware of
of
that.
those beats are his beats.
I was not aware of
I
that.
think Teddy Riley was behind some of their joints too.
Yeah. But he produced a lot of, if you look at the credits.
Teddy Riley did the show, and I just learned that, and that amazed me.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he was a child. He might have been 16 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Teddy Riley had his hands on a few early hip hop records.
Yeah.
A lot more than
Go See
we
the
know.
Doctor, the Mo D joints. I believe that was coming out of that camp.
Yep.
And Mo D hated him. Yeah, Teddy Riley at first
When he was trying to switch him up.
Exactly, and Mo D was like, "No, I'm not doing it." And he's
Yeah.
like, "But please, just do this one joint," and he did it, and that shit went.
It went to the stratosphere. Bro.
Shout out Teddy Riley.
Sometimes you gotta step out your box too. You know what I'm saying?
And
To
sometimes you gotta
ascend.
listen to the producer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
You know, as an artist, we.
I could tell you firsthand
about.
about that listening
Right?
to the producer. For real.
Sometimes
Word
the
up.
producer knows.
Try.
Yeah.
We try.
Yeah.
So
Let's talk about two different pressures, right? The first pressure being a Spanish rapper, and the difficulties to be accepted, right? I want to say you have an advantage because your appearance doesn't give off Spanish rapper, and if someone doesn't know and isn't paying attention, they wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
But do you think it's fair that even now, 50 years after the inception that we were a part of, regardless of who wants to deny it or claim otherwise.
Right.
Latinos and blacks and
Created
Caribbean people created hip hop. It was a gumbo of all of those ingredients.
The architect was from Jamaica.
Do you think it's changed, it's lessened, it's worsened?
Well, I believe now where we currently are, I believe it's less pressure because you got Bad Bunny, you got multiple mega stars that are out there representing Latinos, so it's less pressure. And now, in reference toward how it would ascend forward, it's all up to us, you know?
Right. Every few years there's a part.
Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off. Every few years there's a Latin explosion. It happened in 98, 99 with Pun and Mark Anthony and J-Lo. It happened a year or two ago with Bad Bunny, probably J-Lo again. Whoever else. So it's dope in a sense, but I kind of want it to be like the Latino hip hop explosion. And I know we have Latino artists that have succeeded, Cypress Hill and whoever else. Shout out to Mellow Man Ace. He's going to be on the show next week.
Facts.
And you know, Lloyd Banks is Latino. Fab is Latino.
See, but the thing, you wouldn't know because they don't represent that.
Right. So what I want to see is the Latino hip-hop explosion where for 2 years we have successful artists almost back to back. You know what I'm saying?
There was at one point in time there was that group that Salaam Remi had put together, which was Joel Ortiz. Joel Ortiz. I forget the young lady's name. And then she's dope.
Lily Scott is probably one of my favorite one of my favorite female rappers.
Don't big her up too much.
Why is that?
Because you get jealous.
Yeah, you just hear me, man. I love you. And Bodega Bamps, who is one of my favorite Latin MCs. One of my favorite MCs.
So they had it, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. But after that, I don't know what transpired.
Yeah, there was no follow-up.
That album never even dropped official, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it did. It dropped officially.
It dropped official?
It's official.
I think it was all due to the numbers, so that's why they didn't probably rehash anything. It's sad too, man.
It's hard to sell sometimes.
Yeah.
And to me, that was a dope project because Salaam Remi, he took...
That came out official?
Salaam Remi, he took all... Like, my favorite song on there is Ra, where he takes that salsa and he just takes the boom, 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 boom. He just took that and that's the beat. To me, that's dope as hell. Like, he took all Latino aspects of music and he made it, like we said, into a gumbo and they made no panty.
Right.
Like, his soundscape was perfect for their lyricism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I thought it was a perfect mesh, but like I said, there was no follow-up, no nothing.
Quick update, that album did drop. It's on all DSPs.
Absolutely.
And I downloaded it.
I have it.
No, like I've had it downloaded for years.
You're an idiot, bro. I'm telling you.
Let's get into these projects. The first project dropped in 2018, and Big Grudge, you're gonna have to let me know your involvement in these projects because I know you. Did you produce all of Materia Prima 1 also?
Yes.
Okay, so you did all of part 1, you did all of part 2, but let's start at the beginning of Stack Federal Dollahs discography, starting in 2018 with one of the most interesting titles. And I want to know the backstory behind it. You dropped a project called Just Another Street Musician.
Indeed, Just Another Street Musician. I took the letters from both of my kids' names. So my daughter's name is Janess, and my son's his nickname is Sumo. Just Another Street Musician. I just put it together, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Just something for me to represent them and what I'm going through. And to show them that if you follow your dreams, anything is possible. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to add them to the journey.
Is that how you were feeling at the time?
Yeah, indeed. I was feeling like that because it was just like a lot of people when they heard my music, it's like, yo, you sound like an old school rapper. So they would never give me anything like, oh, you dope, or it's an old school rapper, old school rapper, old school rapper.
2018.
Yeah, old school rapper. So I was like, what can I name this album that would resonate with me, with my character, with my delivery? Just another street musician. That's just how I felt. Just another artist coming out the gutter. You know what I'm saying?
It's
shout out to 85 Music too, you know what I'm saying? Because they was the one who put me on the platform to deliver that to the world.
Shout out to them. It's always hard when you, regardless of your field, if you're a musician, if you're a painter, whatever.
Or if you get pigeonholed?
No, not to get pigeonholed. When you feel like you're one of many. right? Like you almost
you're just a face.
Yeah, there's nothing special about you.
Like you haven't found yourself.
Yeah,
just another face in the crowd. Yeah,
you haven't found your tribe, and you feel like just another street musician. And that sucks, bro. Like as podcasters, sometimes we feel like just another podcaster. Like damn, everybody's a fucking podcaster nowadays. What do you do that differentiates you from everybody else? And you know, obviously we do dope shit, but if you don't let people know, they don't know. Yeah. So to them, you are just another street musician,
right?
Or you are just another podcaster until you're not, and then they're on your dick, and then it's like,
yeah, exactly,
dude, I've been dope.
I've been this.
Y'all right? Y'all mad late. I'm tired of being dope. Y'all late. I'm about to retire.
Y'all just catching up right now.
Word.
So tell me, as your first project, how did it feel? Putting it together, putting it out, what was the feedback like?
Yo, man, that first album was very, very influential to me moving forward because after it was done, I was like, yo, this can actually be created. It can be done multiple times over. If you do it once, you could do it twice. So in the process of that album, there was a lot that was going on in life. You know, I was just striving to find my footing. And creating those, it was just like, all right, if I put this out, I wanted to be strong in every aspect. So I had to make sure that all the lyrics were right. I had to make sure that I was saying something. I had to make sure I had the double entendres. I had to make sure that you could see me without seeing me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was basically it right there.
That was dope.
Word.
We asked Big Grudge the question of what led to him becoming a producer. So let me ask you the question of, do you recall the moment that you decided to become a rapper or to give rap a chance?
I want to say it's high school. So I got to give a shout out to my man DJ Kep. DJ Kep, he was the first person, him and DJ Dolph Bond. They was the first person with equipment, you know what I'm saying, that you could go to their crib and grab a mic and just rip, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it had to be that. So Kep always used to be hanging with my man, he passed away, BB. He was super nice, super lyrical. So you know, sword sharpens sword. So when he used to bring him around or state his name, I was like, man, nah, I gotta be as nice as that or better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was the introduction to wanting to be a lyricist. No, I never battled all BB. It was just, he would be in a place, he would come through, lay his rhymes down, and then after that, I was like, damn, how can I top that?
Did y'all collab at least?
Nah. He was already like, you know what I'm saying, a level above. And I was just, I was just starting.
Did you ever battle out in Patterson?
Nah. I never gravitated to that lane of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Word.
That's a totally different lane.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I've said this before, I can't battle rap nobody. And I'm not a rapper, mind you. But if I was a rapper, you're not gonna stand this close to me and spit on my face and tell me I'm a piece of shit and I'm gonna just stand there smiling and say, I don't care. I understand it's rap and competitive, whatever, but you're too close to me, brother. Stay over there.
Yeah,
and really,
I think the person who channeled your energy was Math Hoffa, because as soon as after that, then everybody started putting hands on battle rappers.
I kind of love Math Hoffa for that, because homies had hit him and he was not having it.
And Math is
but you can't do that. You should not do that.
Nah.
Let's go to the second project in 2019. This one sounded a little different to me. Tonality wise and content wise, right? So this joint was called Crime Side. Tell me the build up to that one.
Word. So basically the Crime Side was just giving you everything that happens on the spectrum of crime, but not crime driven. Like for example, if you're living in the projects, you're dealing with stress, you're dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with suicide, you're dealing with intakes of drugs. So that's everything that I touched on that album right there.
And in that example, you're born into it, right? So you don't even have a choice.
Word.
So that should become
I wanted to shed light on that. Word. Indeed.
That's regular life to you. When someone comes in from the outside and they're like,
how are you doing this? Yeah, exactly.
I'm scared to death right now. Shout out to that though. Shout out to all the projects out there, man. Shout out to the Hoboken projects that always get flooded when it rains. but the people there are beautiful.
That's right.
After that, in 2020, the year of the Rona, funny that you followed it up with a project called Poison and the Remedy.
Yeah, indeed. Poison and the Remedy was just, you know what I'm saying, my word on the producer and the artist. It depends on whoever you gravitated to. One could be the poison, one could be the remedy. And that was just that right there.
If you have one, you need
the other. Indeed.
Yeah. Shout out to that, man. Do you have
Shout out to Lifespan. He produced that whole album.
Lifespan?
Yeah, Lifespan.
Shout out to that, man. So I see, who produced Crime Side?
Crime Side was a mixture of 85 music.
So I'm noticing the trend of not having multiple producers on a project. Is that purposely done?
Yeah, I believe that's just the best way to so people can gravitate to my sound. Because if you have too many producers, it's like, all right, what is he trying to do? What is he trying to convey? How is he trying to come? Right. So if you hear me with a steady set of producers, you're like, all right, bet. That's Stack sound right there.
Yeah. It's funny, right? Because that's how hip-hop started, I believe. And correct me if I'm wrong. But mainly it would be one producer and one rapper, or one producer and two rappers.
The only person that changed that was Nas.
And then Nas came along, changed it up with Illmatic, one rapper, multiple producers, multiple fucking all-star, superstar producers.
Right.
So that became the trend, right? And then Hove did it, and Big did it, and whoever else, it went down the road. But now we're coming back to
one-on-one,
the original.
Just homing in, locking in.
It's one artist, one producer.
Yeah.
So album is going to drop a project with Big Sean?
Yes, and the new Clips album is dropping late 2024, all produced by Pharrell.
Yeah.
So it's back in essence, you know what I'm saying? And what do you prefer? Well, you prefer one producer, one artist. What do you prefer, Big Grudge? As the producer, right?
It depends on the producers that you're bringing to the
perspective.
Yeah.
Like, you got to bring producers, what the artist is trying to put out there. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to put out some heavy material, then you bring in the heavy
architects,
producers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get the poppy sound, the fluff, then you bring in, that type of producer. So,
but what if you got an artist that says, I want to do an album with you?
Okay.
But I want it to be hard, but I want it to be fluffy too, and I want it to be, I want a pop joint on there, and boom, boom, boom. And as the producer, can you develop that dreamscape for them?
Of course. You would cater to the artist. Yeah. So the artist is laying it out, and it's not like the producer is catering to the artist. Now the artist, it's vice versa.
Yeah.
So the artist is projecting what he wants. All right, this is what we need.
And then
so
you build it.
You chef it up, and you go from there. As opposed to the producer going to the artist like, yo, I think, you should put out this type of album. I got these type of beats. Yeah. Let's set it off like this.
But that works too, right? Because sometimes the producer guides the
sometimes the artist will tell the producer, yo, take the helm. You know what I'm saying? And let me know. And then they meet halfway or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all working together. How do y'all know? Well, damn, y'all cousins, bro. So y'all grew up together?
Nah.
He's all the way in Jersey and I'm all the way in Long Island.
When did y'all connect full time?
Musically?
Yeah.
That would be I want to say 2006.
2006.
2006.
Right, for 18 years.
Yeah.
So that's a good amount of time, right? So y'all know when it's time for you to take the lead, and y'all know when it's time for you to take the lead. Do y'all have to discuss it, or y'all just already know it?
No, we slap the shit out of each other.
Y'all just act on it. Let's go.
No, that's good. That's a good partnership. Y'all don't even got to talk about it.
Sometimes, especially when you're mature, like when you're grown, the shit just settles. Like it'll. It's like having a puzzle with a million pieces. Right, and then me and him are there, and then before you know it, the puzzle's already put together.
Wow.
And y'all ain't gotta say too many words.
Nah.
That's dope. Let me ask you, what do you prefer? Single producer project or multiple producer project?
I like the focus of a single producer. Like one guy that'll bring in his sound and to match it with your lyrics. You understand what I'm saying? And it'll be focused. But I also think of Nas, for instance, Illmatic. You had a plethora of producers, all with their own style, still were able to focus in on the same vision for Illmatic. Because if you listen to the album, it's very concise. A lot of it sounds Like it could have been done by
one producer.
You know what I'm saying? Although, like I said, it's Q-Tip, LES, Pete Rock, Primo. You know what I'm saying?
But they're all, although they're all different, they're all very similar.
Okay, for instance, take Life's a Bitch, right? That beat is completely different than the first song. The
New York State of Mind.
Exactly. But very similar in a way.
It's different. Right. It's different, but it's similar.
But that's my thing. Like, that's why, for instance, for Illmatic, it's amazing that they were able to come with all these different producers still focusing on one sound.
Right. A kind of a very New York with like a little dash of jazz.
Right.
Yeah.
And a little bit of R&B here and there.
Sprinkle of R&B.
Because if you think about
it. So they all knew the path they were on. They knew what to come with. Nobody's going to come with
that
the
human nature joint.
Because I'll be honest, when I first heard It Ain't Hard to Tell, you couldn't tell me that was Large Professor. Because I know what Large Professor sounds like. He didn't sound like that before. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. It Ain't Hard to Tell is like a far cry from what Large Professor was doing over here with what's his name?
Akinelli.
Akinelli and all those guys. You know what I'm saying? So it was totally different.
Well, sometimes the artist will take your beat to the stratosphere.
So
you could have a beat like we'll be listening to like man, that shit just sounds like 1, 2, 3, and then you put a certain artist on there, he'll take that 1, 2, 3, and that shit it'll be out of this world. You'll be like, oh shit,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
which was an example of Hypnotize.
Correct.
Yeah. Right. And there's another song
like LES produced Life's a Bitch. He took the DeBarge sample, right? Very smooth, and it worked. It was amazing. It's still hardcore, but still super smooth, right? Now you take LES, he also produced Crack Attack, the first song on Don Cartagena. Yeah. You took those two beats, mad different.
But that's an example of a good producer, bro. A good producer, every song is not going to sound the same.
Right.
You're going to be like, oh, that's Cadence.
No. But, okay, for instance, you take Premier. You hear a Premier beat, you know it's Premier.
But that doesn't mean
that's because of his signature scratching. That's why.
Right. He also did something for Christina Aguilera.
Yeah. Word.
And even in those, he followed the formula of Premier, but they don't all sound the same. Some of them sound similar.
Sometimes another thing too, like the artist be like, yo, I want to be just like that. So they are requesting that particular sound because they want to get loose off of that shit. Yeah. So
and as a producer, how challenging is that? Because you can't make the same beat. You got to make a beat in the vein of
it. Right. You want to show you want to show that you could do different, or maybe you got better. So
you want to show your range.
I don't really think there's a challenge to it. Maybe you might resist a little bit, like, yo, I did that already. Yo, try this shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you could influence the artist and be like, you know what? Yeah, let me, and it'll be just as dope as if he picked, or rhymed over the one that he originally thought. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. Like every artist is an individual. I don't care how much you're trying to sound like another person. Same thing with a producer. They're all individuals. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the producer taps in to the artist's individuality and brings it right out, and you be like, oh,
well, that's a good producer.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And vice versa, because sometimes the artist will look at you as a producer and be like, yo, try this. You know what I'm saying? And you fuck around, you do it, and he brings something else out of that producer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like artists, a producer and an artist, they're both artists. They feed off of one another. We influence one another. Just like, he could influence me, I could influence you, you know what I'm saying? And then we all influence one another. It's the same thing. That shit don't change.
But you have to be open to the influence.
Yes.
Right? Some artists and
some resist it. Like, nah, fuck that. But then, like he says, then you get caught up in that little pocket and you can't get out. And then you time yourself, and that's it. It's a wrap.
That's why a lot of artists don't make it past, you know what I'm saying, the course of time with their music. Like Fat Joe has been able to re-evolve. LL has been able to re-evolve from, you know what I'm saying, I'm Bad. You feel me? So.
But no, not to shit on Fat Joe.
You're gonna shit on Fat Joe.
This guy knows me well. He more so than LL, right? Because I think LL has had a great career, the longevity. He's had a few fall-offs, but for the most part, he's been pretty consistent. But he's never rode trends. Where I feel, and not to knock Fat Joe, and I'm not saying this to be insulting, but I feel like at times he's hopped on certain trends to remain relevant.
Like Diddy
and,
did.
You know, it worked, so God bless him. But I'm not a fan of just trend hopping for the sake of it.
See, but with that, with that, you know, hip hop is a thing for the youth, so it keeps evolving. So if you don't evolve with it, then you stagnant to the waistline and you die. And so that's why he was, exactly. So that's why he was playing chess. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to him though. He's still 20 plus years in the game. He just dropped a new video this week with Remy Ma.
Yeah,
I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that.
I wasn't feeling the song.
Yeah.
Whatever. Word. We're not gonna like every song we hear.
Word.
No, the video
really wasn't feeling his titties out.
Dog, put a shirt on. Whoever told him to take his shirt off, he should never work with that person again. That was wrong.
How about this? That was
wrong.
All right? We're looking at it from that perspective. Look at it from this perspective. We talking about it. So, and if he didn't have his titties out, we might not be talking about it. So in this day and age, you have to do some
shock value.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to go viral one way or the other. And you know, he chose that route. It's not the route we
agreed with. Right.
We talking about it, so it worked. But please, Brother Joe,
put a shirt on, fam.
Get a training bra sign, my brother. Good Lord. So Poison and the Remedy.
Yeah.
Was there a double entendre in there because of the time that you dropped it?
Nah, to be honest.
Was it dropped before the stuff happened?
No, it actually while it was going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just wanted to be direct.
Were y'all able to use that time to get a lot of work done?
I don't think I was on.
Nah, he didn't make an appearance.
No, not necessarily on that album. But did you take advantage of that?
He was sending me beats during that time too. Yo, Grudge. He's very modest. He's very modest, but he has over 1,000 beats. Easy.
Just stash.
Yeah, word up. Yeah. And you know, some of the stuff you hearing isn't like the best that he has. It's just like, yo, this shit is fire. Right. But if he go deep into the stash, he have a lot of people running for cover.
Hey,
I'm gonna just be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, he kind of has an advantage because he's also /rapper. You know what I'm saying? So he like him, like Cole. Who else was another one? Diamond D, RZA, Master Ace. You know, guys that have the advantage of both being an MC and a producer. Kanye.
Who doesn't get spoken about too much anymore. In 2021, you dropped Street Cinema 1.
Word.
There's a 1 there, so I assume there's gonna be a 2.
Maybe. I may bring that around again. You know.
What do you consider your favorite piece of street cinema?
My favorite piece of street cinema? Wow, that's a good question. Let's see. I believe that my favorite piece of street cinema would be the one that I did with Asia Monet. Yeah, that joint was tough. That joint was tough because it just had that painting of like a Foxy and a Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Word.
That's one of the I don't think we got enough from them. We got a few joints, few classic joints. We got Ain't No Nigga and we got Just Be Good.
Sunshine. Was she on Sunshine?
Was she on Sunshine?
No.
Foxy?
Yeah, no.
She was on that album, on a different song.
She was on Sunshine, wasn't she?
I don't know. Was she on Sunshine? No. She was on Gotta Get That Paper, though.
Yeah. Word,
that's on Hard Knock Life.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Sunshine not Hard Knock Life?
No.
Sunshine's on Volume 1.
Volume 1,
yeah. My bad. She's not on Volume 1.
No, not at all.
No, but she's on Volume 2. Shout out to Foxy, though. I love Foxy. And then we get into 2022, Raw Material Part 1. How did y'all come to work on that project? Did one go to the other? Did it just...
Well...
You had a couple songs done already?
As you guys could see, since 2018, he's been very consistent.
Dropping yearly.
I was sitting back watching him do his thing because I was aware of all of these projects.
See how long I was gonna go.
But you weren't on any of these projects.
I think I chimed in on a few.
Yeah, he was on Just Another Street Musician. He was on Street Cinema 1.
But like one joint, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was letting him, allowing him to do is get out there, present himself, become more serious with his music, because he always had that intensity. You know what I'm saying? To be a better artist. And I was just like, all right, do your thing or whatever. When I saw that he was at that level where I could be like, all right, let's work on something together. I was like, all right, what do you think about this beat here, this beat there? And we started to bounce off some ideas, and then we was like, all right, let's do it. We named it, got in the studio and recorded the songs and put it out there.
How long did it take y'all to complete the project?
2 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that, it was quick. It was quick. We had a hiatus in between completing it, you know what I'm saying? We all have things going on outside of the music, but it was done very quick. You know what I'm saying? And
2 months ain't much time at all.
What Grudge wants to see is productivity. So, if you say you do something, all right, I'm going to see how long you do it for. Then, if you do it long enough and I feel that we can actually create something together, then we'll collaborate on something. Right. But if you say you do something and then I see you 2 months from now, you're like, oh, nah, I ain't doing that no more. I ain't going to waste my time with that.
Be serious.
Word, exactly. So that's his thing.
Sometimes
you know what I mean?
A person might take the music serious, and other artists, they just fucking around with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So be like, come on, bro. Meet me halfway.
A lot of part-time rappers.
Meet me halfway and show me what you could do. And he's always been consistent, so that speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So that makes the work a lot easier. Here it is, right here. Let's get busy. He writes quick. We get in the booth. We knock that shit out, and it's done. You don't want to get caught up in a project where the shit ain't coming out. You constipated. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to be.
Gotta eat the roughage so I can slide out.
That's right.
And now let's get into raw material 2, Materia Prima 2.
Yeah,
let's start with song number 1, Amplified.
Word. I mean, this Materia Prima 1 and 2 are both his brainchild. You know what I'm saying? So all this right here is gonna be directed to the brother right here, so he can answer it. You know what I'm saying?
But this question you gotta answer for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Try to get himself out of there.
Because this bar, I heard it and I was like, for one, I rewound it, right? Because I'm like, did I hear that right? And I'm like, oh, I like this bar. So you said,
trying to get out of it.
Hand me the angel cake pussy.
Oh, that was my favorite
Keep
part.
the devil's pie.
Yeah, word.
What's the thought process behind that bar? And is there a double entendre?
It is. It is. Word. You know what I'm saying? I was just striving to be very artsy with that. You know what I'm saying? And it came out. That was it. You feel me?
You still write your lyrics down?
Yeah, indeed. So when it comes to, collaborating with Grudge, you got to bring your A game. You got to bring your A game because the brother right here is super sharp. So you don't want to get left. You want to be equal. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to shine more than the other. You just want to be equal so the project has that fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? Because at times when you collaborate with individuals, one is better than the other. And it's like, damn, brother, lacking, man.
And if the better one doesn't pull the other one up, it's gonna sound better.
Yeah, the album,
you're gonna hear it.
It flops. You know what I'm saying? For lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? So every time, anytime he sent me something, I'm rewriting before I present it to him. Yeah. He just sharpens my sword every time.
Are you a tough judge?
Yeah. Yo, it's like stepping on nails. I be spitting my life out. He's like, oh, all right, that's what's up, man.
I'm not gonna say I'm a tough
That's what's up.
I'm not a yes man.
Right.
So I'm gonna put it out there because I don't want to hurt his growth. If I tell him he's dope, or let me not just say like I'm singling him out, but let's just say in general, if you hear like let's say a young artist comes in and you hearing them spit, you hear the intensity, you be like, yo, he got something. But I'm not just gonna be like, yo, that shit is the best shit I heard in my life. It's not.
You're doing him an injustice.
And yourself as well.
Yeah.
And everybody else who's gonna hear him in the future. So you'd be like, nah, you know what? I think you could do better than that. Go back and you'll be surprised. You make one little change on a rhyme and that shit will turn into a monument. You know what I'm saying? But if you just get stuck on that, then you just stuck on that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a quality that's missing from music today, right? Because I don't think people are going back in and rewriting verses or rewriting verses.
Everybody's caught on trying to do one take. Yeah, everybody caught on trying to do one take. Yeah.
And 20% of it don't even be words.
Woo! Ski. Like, damn.
Then Track 2, and mind you, when the album comes out, it's going to include skits, and it's going to be, I believe, 11 or 12
11 songs,
tracks total.
yeah,
We're
total.
just going over the songs.
September 20th, everybody get ready.
September 20th, make sure y'all download that. Y'all can go right now to all DSPs and hit follow on Stack Federal Dollahs. Check out all the projects that are already out and prepare yourself for September 20th. Also, go on IG and follow at Stack F Dollahs. And Grudge, what's your IG?
He has none.
He's like me.
You and BS. Y'all on the same boat. Good.
I like this.
So follow Stack F Dollahs and follow at GAHHD_podcast.
Word, indeed.
And then let's get into what I have is number 2, medicine. What are you trying to deliver to the people? What is
like
the
I said,
medicine
you know what I'm saying?
that the people need?
The medicine, like how the song came about, it was just like how we're trying to remedy the monotony that's out there in music right now.
Of the music business?
Yeah, just the sound and the quality of the music. We're just trying to say, you know, enough of that. You know what I'm saying? That could rock over there, but if you need something different, come.
You want to heal? Come with us.
This is like a feel good thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's like all the candy and junk food. You guys are the organic.
Yeah, word. Because a lot of people want to feed the streets, but we want to feed your soul. You know what I'm saying?
And
Honestly
you're
speaking.
feeding it with organic, natural
Yeah.
medicine as
Word,
opposed to some Big Macs.
I mean, hip hop music is supposed to make you feel good. You could have
feel. Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could have a little bit of everything, but I think it's supposed to uplift. You know what I'm saying? Not just
and educate.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
I think that's an important part of what's missing from hip hop nowadays. You're not learning shit.
I think it's out there, but it's not as accessible as
Yeah, no.
You gotta find
the
it.
other stuff that's out there.
It's harder to find now.
Of course.
But so is the medicine. When you say you gotta go find a good medicine, so do that, y'all. All right, let's get into number 3, L2L, Lot to Lose. So what I wrote down, what I like about this song is the interpolation of the Nice and Smooth song, right? One of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah. And that, once again, man, I'm telling you, bro, working with Grudge is like a time capsule in here. You know what I'm saying? So we working on the joint and we ain't got no hook.
Yeah.
So it's like, the first thing that comes to me, I was like, yo, we gotta get something like the Snoop Dogg joint. What's the one where he had the what's the name of the other group? It's not the Stylistics.
No, it was the
Delphonics.
Delphonics, yeah. It's something to that realm. But we need something like that. We need something like that. So Grudge is just sitting back. He in the corner. He thinking. So he starts coming up with the Nice and Smooth joint. It's like, yo, do this right here. So I was like, all right, bet. But now you gotta do it like this. I bet. Now, single it out like this. So he's just like you know what I'm saying? Like an orchestrator right there. You know what I'm saying? Word, indeed.
Oh shit, why you say that? Damn, I meant to shout out while we was talking producers. Big shout out to the RZA, Colorado Symphony, and Christopher Dragon on the new project, Ballet Through Mud. It's classified as classical music. This is a piece of art. Everybody make sure y'all go check it out. This ain't boom bap Wu-Tang. This is art. This is symphonic music. So everybody make sure y'all go check that out. A Ballet Through Mud.
Although hip hop is art.
Hip hop is art, yeah, of course.
It's a form of art.
But genre, music is so divided into genre, right? So that's whack. But it's dope and it's whack. Cause I love all music, as you do, as I'm sure you do, as I know you do. So I love music, bro. It's not about I love this or that. I love classical music. I love Beethoven. I love RZA.
Business because they market it.
Yeah,
and then
they can divide it. Yeah, and then they subgenre it, right? Because now hip hop has trap hop and emo hop.
Try to put rules on it, which you shouldn't put rules on music
or art at all. Yeah, it should just be free will.
That's the beauty of creating. That you create to create. You don't create for the outcome of your creation. You don't make a song, again, you don't go in saying I'm gonna make a hit record.
Exactly.
And then make a hit record, because it don't work like that. You just make a record and it becomes a hit.
You go in there, I'm gonna make something dope. You know.
That's why I like the process that y'all are describing and the relationship that y'all have with each other and with your music. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's organic. Again, that word comes up again, but it's organic. It's not like today's, where you have your producer in Belarus and I'm over here in New York.
I don't even like that. I don't. I know you email him beats and I get it, but y'all are still in the studio together.
Yeah,
you
indeed.
do that to speed up the process.
Exactly.
But you still record it together. You still collab together.
Right.
You're
Shout out to Demo Wet.
Right.
Yeah, Demo Wet. That's
Demo
where we
Wet.
record both albums at. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, dope.
He's the man that did "Hate Me Now" for Nas.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to that.
And Hey Love with King Son.
Word, indeed.
Nice.
Word.
Damn, King Son, the Warriors drum. I haven't heard that shit in a minute.
No.
It's King Just.
It's King Just. Yeah.
Who's King Son?
King Son is Hey Love.
Hey Love.
Is one of the first.
From Patterson. MCs, yeah.
Like the hip hop love songs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know that's my shit.
You gotta.
Hey Love. I'm gonna go find.
Did that come before I Need Love?
That might be right there.
Okay.
I don't know the dates. I don't want to miss.
Right.
misinform
Yeah.
Everybody. It's around the same.
Okay.
Same time and shit. Salute to Demo Wet.
Yeah, indeed.
Yep.
A pioneer.
Now L2L
Legend.
is in that vein
Yeah.
of hip hop love songs in theory, right? And then so is number 4, Don't Need It, right? So on that one I wrote down that is the breakup process, and my favorite shit is the first verse because it starts like almost in Happy Land a little bit. And then as the verse progresses,
Big Grudge, it explains how they started off. It was all good at first, and then it turned to shit.
Yeah.
That's how you
From sugar to shit, yeah.
That's how it usually goes.
Word.
Either you're getting sniffy or getting sniffed up or getting dicked down.
By somebody else.
That was my favorite line on that song.
Good looks, man.
Because you take, the sniff up or dick down. I like that.
Yeah, I like that you
play on
brothers.
words.
Yeah, exactly. Wordplay is another thing
underrated.
Is missing from the simplicity of rappers today.
Yep.
So shout out to that, man. Then we got Machete,
which is Voice to Power.
AKA Voice to Power. That's the official title, Voice to Power.
Word.
The beat was called Machete, but the song is called Voice to Power.
Indeed.
So on this song, the bar that stuck out to me was "God is not invisible." You want to break that down for the listeners?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was just striving to create something, once again, catchy. Striving to get him to be like, oh, that shit hard, but it didn't happen. He was like, all right, bet, yeah, we can work with that. Yeah, that's what's up. Let's just put this right here. Let's put that right there. Yeah, word. You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, word.
Making you better.
Word, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? It's on the record, it's fire.
True, if it made the record, that's a fact.
Word up. But shout out to that line, man.
Salute to Ada. Who
word, indeed. The Swap Empress. One time for Ada, boy. She a monster. If y'all don't know, y'all tune in.
She's down with the crew?
No. I know her through social media, you know what I'm saying? When we was working on the album, he was like, yo, try to find some, you know what I'm saying, some people to throw on the album to just kick it up and, give it a different sound. I was like, I bet. That's the first person that stuck out to me. I was like, we got to get her on the album.
Where's she from?
She from Far Rockaway, I believe. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, indeed.
Shout out to Queens.
Word, Queens.
That's a positive aspect of social media.
Right.
You can find artists, you can collab with.
Dope artists.
And she didn't hesitate neither. I sent her the beat, and she sent it right back. Boom.
Nice.
Word
Y'all
up.
ever met in person?
No, never.
That'd still be crazy to me.
Yeah.
The artists that can collab and y'all just never even met. And y'all came out with some fire together. And y'all both loved it probably. Super dope, man. And then number 6, we got Presente.
To me, what I got from that song is like basically a Latino roll call.
Yeah.
You know I wrote the same thing down with bilingual raps.
Yeah. But that's what I got from it. It's Latino. Obviously, y'all you spit in Spanish and all that. But it's also y'all going in between the verses, y'all shouting out all the Latino raps.
And Grudge, you're Peruvian too?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Peruvian with the afro, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, you ain't been it?
Afro Peruvian.
Word, indeed.
But yeah, no, that's what I got from Presente. Like that was like the Latino roll call.
Just a little something.
And we here,
to have fun with the culture,
right?
Culture within the culture, because he could spit in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect him to do the whole thing in Spanish, but it was fire. So
hell yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It worked exactly. So, and definitely just to have fun with all the nations. Not just the Latino nation, everybody.
Yeah.
The whole world.
Yeah, the hook y'all mentioned the various.
Indeed.
And then at the end, I wrote down Peruvian food exclamation point. That at the end of the song, y'all just went on a food rant. Am I remembering this correctly?
I don't know. Was it a food rant?
No.
I feel like y'all mentioned a couple foods, or was I just hearing?
We did mention plates.
Yeah,
right?
Word.
But
that's just being artistic and being wordy. You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, word. Indeed.
Because I wrote it down, I was like, yeah, they're going in with the food.
This guy's hungry as shit.
That Peruvian shit fire. And then there are a couple songs that we didn't get that are on the album, dropping September 20th. So everybody make sure y'all go check that out. Download it and stuff. So the new album coming out September 20th. Will there be more projects dropping 2024?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Y'all gonna have videos for Materia Prima too?
The first one didn't have any visuals to it. I expressed that to Grudge to see, what can we do for the second one, and we don't know yet. Honestly.
You did just drop a video though.
Yeah, you got it.
No, I dropped another song. Yeah, I dropped the song just to give people, you know what I'm saying, let them know that we working until the actual album comes out.
You sent me a video in DM, no?
No.
Was it just a song?
Yeah, it was just a song. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got videos though.
Right?
Yeah,
I know.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
I saw so many videos. Yeah.
I thought one had dropped recently.
No.
But hey, let's drop one.
Yeah. Word.
The new one project dropping. Might as well drop a little bit.
I think the new project has more of a potential for videos because of some of the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? So,
if y'all gonna shoot a video where y'all go eat and
this guy,
y'all got a budget.
Y'all got a budget.
And you need a cameo?
We'll shoot it in a Peruvian restaurant.
Yes.
Word.
Definitely.
Shout out to all my Peruvians.
Absolutely, man. 100.
What's on deck for 2025 for y'all?
More music.
Indeed.
More
music.
collab projects?
Yeah, indeed.
And you're also working with other artists?
At the moment, no.
But you're open to it?
I'm open to it.
So
hit me to get the Grudge, because you ain't gonna be able to find him no other way.
2,000 beats in the stash.
Yeah, word.
Holla at Stack F, and he's gonna connect you with Big Grudge. Right. But keep in mind, tough critic. Don't come with no BS bar.
For real.
And no trash.
Just say make it count. I wouldn't say I'm a tough critic.
1, 2, 3.
Nah, you're a tough critic,
make
man.
It count.
Make it worth Mother Goose.
No, you gotta earn the right to get on the beat.
Absolutely.
If you put in hard work to make a dope beat, you gotta come with some dope shit to make it right.
No doubt.
What is before we get into 10 shots with BS, I'm gonna ask y'all, what is the legacy that y'all hope to leave behind the day y'all call it quits?
The day I call it quits, I just want my children to be like, yo, my father did something, he followed his dreams, and with that, I can follow my dreams to be what I want to be in life. That's the main thing, you know what I'm saying? Everything else in between comes, but that is what I want, honestly speaking.
Exactly what he said, just to leave behind a legacy of good music, you know what I'm saying? An example to those that are coming after us, and just good music, you know what I'm saying? Good, dope music.
Long-lasting, eternal music.
Yeah. Nothing fugazi,
Not that 30 seconds shit.
Nah.
We come from parents that came here probably with aspirations, but they couldn't get it because what they saw. We gotta work, gotta provide. Gotta work, gotta provide. They get lost in that. So many people, you know what I'm saying?
You guys are first generation?
Yeah, indeed. So many people live with burdens because they didn't get to flourish, you know what I'm saying, the way they had it in their mind. Because, priorities came first, you know what I'm saying? So I want to teach my kids, you know what I'm saying, that priorities come first, but at the same time, you can also follow your dreams. You know what I mean?
Especially if you're passionate about something, you should be able to express that. You know what I'm saying?
Liberate your thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying? Your
Put
creative
it out there,
thoughts.
People, we all here to serve a purpose, whether we realize that or not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a purpose, so just put it out there. And for us, it happens to be the music. You know what I'm saying? Put the music out there. Now we have ways and platforms to put the music without having to deal with labels and shit where they'll stop you right at the door and be like, yo, we don't need this, we don't want it, man. Fuck you, we'll put it out on our own. And that music should be quality music, you know what I'm saying?
So. And you guys are global artists. True. Right? Your reach is beyond your eyes and your arms, you know. Who knows what there's a kid in the country right now we probably never heard of that downloaded Materia Prima. That's true. And they're getting down to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So there's no limit to where you guys can reach with your music. So I think that was a beautiful message you guys gave, and shout out to that. One last question. Are you a Knicks fan?
No. I just like the colors. You know what I'm saying? I just like the colors, you know what I mean? I'm about colors, man. I'm about colors.
He still likes the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yo, they had dope uniforms.
They had dope uniforms, and they had Big Country.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Big Country Reeves.
Now they had Felipe Lopez, man. Come on, man.
They also had
I love Felipe. He didn't live up to the hype in the NBA, man. He was supposed to be the Dominican Jordan or whatever.
Right.
But shout out to him because he was nice in high school and in college.
There's a documentary I seen it on YouTube. It's a short one. And it's about his time in New York and basically taking over the city when he was at his height. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was crazy. New York went crazy.
And he explains why he chose St. John's and everything like that, you know. So it's
still Felipe Lopez.
Absolutely.
Man. We didn't forget about him.
Because he could have gone anywhere.
He changed, regardless of what he did in the NBA, we'll always remember that hype. He was hyped. He was LeBron James before LeBron James.
No
doubt.
All right, let's get into 10 shots with VS. This brother's going to explain the game and run y'all through it.
Real quick, I'm going to ask you 10 rapid-fire questions. Both of y'all can answer, or one of y'all can answer, whichever one.
Let's get answers from both.
Yeah, both. All right, so we'll get your answer with minimal thought, and we'll circle back when we're done, and we'll discuss your answers. Okay. All right?
And I'll write them down.
All right, here we go. Number 10. More influential pioneer. Rakim, Cool G Rap, BDK, Big Daddy Kane. Rakim?
Yeah.
All right. Both of them? Rakim?
Not to take anything away.
No, absolutely. There's no wrong answer really, but we got to have an answer. Jersey hip-hop groups. Better hip-hop group. Lords of the Underground or Naughty by Nature?
Both dope.
Both dope, however,
I would say Naughty.
Naughty catapulted to a different, everywhere. And the only one that you really know about Lords of the Underground is what's the Mr. Funk? Chief Rocker.
Yeah, Chief Rocker. And they had Psycho.
No, indeed. But yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna play the naughty joints before the. You know what I'm saying?
Mentioned Word.
Indeed.
100.
Word.
Shout out to all the Jersey legends.
Absolutely.
Y'all are not
rest in power, Hurricane G.
Indeed.
Chino XL.
Dope female rapper.
Absolutely.
Shout out KG and Vinny who pulled up to DJ June's 3rd annual Celebrity Soul game a few weeks ago. Shout out to DJ June for putting that together.
Shout out to DJ June, man. That's a good individual. Word up, DJ June.
All right, number 8. Where do the better MCs come from? We know they all here in Jersey. We know that.
Queens.
Damn. Hey. I was gonna say Brooklyn or Queens. You answered Queens.
So the towns is Brooklyn and Queens.
Brooklyn, Queens. Where do the better MCs come from? Queens. Yeah. That's right.
Queens get the money.
Better album, Don Cartagena or Harlem World by Mace?
Harlem World.
Harlem World. Yeah.
Okay.
See, the Don Cartagena album
was cracked too.
Yeah, but it didn't age well though. If you listen to it now, it's not as like the Harlem World joint.
Harlem World was made maybe 10 years in it, like.
Ahead of its time?
Yeah.
Because of Puff, you know what I'm saying? Puff knew what the vision. He saw the vision.
Mace
Word.
Shout out to Mace. He just dropped a freestyle this week, and he still got it.
Yeah, he's still killing it. All right, we talked about street cinema. Now we have some street cinema. What's a better movie in your opinion, Juice or Menace to Society?
Juice.
Both Juice?
And it also depends who you ask because who lives what? You feel me?
What kind of life you live?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I gravitate more to Juice. Yeah, indeed.
No doubt. Better hip hop duo, Mobb Deep or Outkast?
Mobb Deep.
Brother Grudge says Mobb Deep. What you got?
Man, I'm pondering on that.
Salute
I'm pondering on that.
because they're phenomenal, but
absolutely.
I rock more with Mobb Deep.
I will have to go with Mobb Deep as well.
Deep?
Yeah.
There's no wrong answer, but Mobb Deep gets
y'all some real cousins. Y'all agreed on every answer so far.
Better double album in hip hop: Life After Death or All Eyes on Me by Tupac.
Damn.
Great question, man. I'm going with Biggie though.
Big?
Yeah, I'm going with Biggie. Life After Death.
What you got, Stack?
I'm pondering on that. I believe
not to take nothing away from
Pac. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I think Life After Death was a dope album. You know what I'm saying? But All Eyes on Me, when they hit though, it just shocked the world. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with you.
Oh,
yeah.
Disagreement.
No doubt. Who's a bigger hip hop DJ from our era, Clue or Flex?
Oh man, Flex.
Flex? You think Flex did more?
Yeah. Okay. Flex stretches back to the 80s.
Now you're in reference to a DJ, and what are you referring to? Because if we're putting the influence, I would say Clue, because Clue had mixtapes that had everybody feeling to grab one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Flex was on the radio for God knows how many years.
And Flex had mixtapes too.
But
he wasn't fucking with Clue. But then Clue wasn't fucking with Flex on radio.
So yeah, it depends on what you're looking for in reference to that. Overall,
they both had albums.
This is true. This is true. They both had albums.
Who do you think had the bigger influence, Clue or Flex?
And I also think if there's no Flex,
there's no Clue.
So you gotta go Flex.
Yeah.
And only one of them was sponsored by Lugs.
still sponsored by Lugs.
That's not it. Shout out to that though.
Better hip hop producer.
And he had his own car too.
Hell
Ford. Yeah.
Not better hip hop producer, but more, I don't know.
Preferred.
I guess, yeah, preferred. Primo or RZA? Primo? You go with Primo?
Even though RZA's shit is crazy, but I think Primo
has been able to stand the test of time.
Yeah, like Primo's still doing shit now. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, Primo? Premier, yeah. That joint he did for Nas, the last, we still waiting for the album. I think he's gonna drop it on his born day though.
When's his birthday?
September 14th or 13th? Yeah, Nas.
Damn, that's right around the corner.
Right.
So the album might come out on his born day.
All right, last one. Better MC, Biggie or Jay-Z?
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie. Because most of the stuff that Jay-Z spit
is Biggie shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Biggie Smalls.
You're a big
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
got one
fan.
wrong answer out of 10. Let's see. We got Rakim over everybody. Can't argue that, right? That's
that's the Gahhd. That's the Gahhd MC, baby.
You do a track with Rakim?
Yeah.
You produce a track for Rakim?
Oh yeah.
Naughty over.
Rob, you out there, you listening? Let's work, baby.
Yeah, do it. Did he just drop an album?
Yeah.
Yes,
maybe like a month ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Y'all make sure y'all go pick that up. Queens over Brooklyn. That's, again, mind you, there's no wrong answers here. That's always a tough one because, damn, they both got killer fucking rappers.
Killer rappers were. A lot of great MCs came from both those girls.
What did we say? Harlem World over Big Pun's first album?
No, never that. No, over Don Cartagena.
Big Pun's first album.
Oh, okay. Because he wrote it. Yeah. Word. Because he wrote it.
Good shit.
No, because he's saying he wrote it.
Yeah,
he wrote. Yeah.
Bro, and you can hear it.
You can hear it on the first song.
Yeah.
Crack
you can
Attack
hear it so
is
much
punch.
that is good, but it's like come
Crack
on.
Attack is pun, bro. I'm sorry.
Juice. Music heads always pick Juice, bro.
Yeah.
Because, DJ Q and shit.
They were both influential
Plus
movies,
the
though.
setting, New York City, like a lot of us lived those circumstances.
True.
You know
So we're more
you
of
can
that.
feel like
Cutting class,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Hanging with the team.
40 hours,
Word.
shit,
At your friend's house while the parents are at work.
he makes
So
a
that
bootleg breakfast. Shout out my boy Fat Vic, bro.
He was still.
Then you're in
He
the
was
record
still.
store, house in the records.
Word. So all that's relatable.
That's more of us.
Yeah.
I miss that, going to the record store. With no reason, no purpose.
Just to go.
Hang out, look around, see what they got, see what you find.
They had a vibe.
They had mixtapes, they had white labels, they had posters.
Word.
Flyers.
Everything, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Mobb Deep over, who was it?
Outkast.
Outkast, yeah. Rest in peace, Prodigy.
But
Shout
they
out
both
to
still
Adam.
though.
All Eyes on Me for Stack Federal Dollahs. Life After Death for Big Grudge. I got a question for both of y'all. Does Wu-Tang Forever beat these albums?
Ooh. I was listening to Wu-Tang Forever yesterday. Yo, that album is incredible.
I would say
incredible,
yes. Both of those.
Incredible. Word up.
You know how Apple Music tells you the music you listen to the most last year?
Yeah.
Last year, my top album was Wu-Tang Forever. And I'm looking like, damn, still?
How many hours did you log?
Mickey Fruit. Yo, probably like 1,000 hours. Flex over Clues. Shout out to both. I missed y'all both. Primo over, who was it? RZA. Shout out to that, man. There's no wrong answer, bro. Although I wish RZA would come back. I like that he did the classical album, and I listened to some of it. And I like it because I like music, but I
see, the thing with RZA is that we're stuck. We're really
36
stuck.
Chambers.
We're stuck on that Wu-Tang sound.
Word.
Whereas Premier, he's got his own sound, but it's not indicative of just one era. Like you got Premier from the '90s, you got Premier from the 2000s, you got Premier now.
Yeah.
You know
but if RZA dropped some fire shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. But when was the last time he really dropped something where we're like, oh wow?
When somebody asks you for a RZA beat, what's the first beat that comes to your mind?
Cream.
You said that quick.
See, my answer, I was thinking Long Kiss Goodnight.
Protect your neck.
Protect your neck. That's another one.
Say Protect Your Neck. Now, when you say Primo, the first beat, what comes to mind?
See, I have to.
New York State of Mind.
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. See, my favorite artist is Nas. So off rip, I think of
New York State of Mind.
New York State of Mind, or the other one that I always say.
New York State of Mind 2.
That if I had to show an alien, Nas is like. If an alien came and asked me, like, "Yo, what is hip hop?" I'm gonna show them Nas is like. That song. This is hip hop.
See, my first song was Come Clean.
Wow, mine would be Dwick.
Okay, that's a classic.
That's a classic video too.
Damn, monster.
Yeah.
I miss videos that made you feel good. Shout out to that. Shout out to 10 Shots with VSOP.
Oh, you got the last one, Biggie or Jay-Z?
Oh no. We didn't ask that question.
They always that big.
Jay-Z. Edit that. Cut that out. Nah. Thank you, my brothers, for pulling up today.
Yes, sir.
I wish y'all much success.
Indeed,
I look forward to hearing the album in its entirety. Everybody make sure y'all go check it out. Go download, go stream, share it, follow at Stack F Dollahs.
Yes.
920, prepare for the takeover.
The Big Ceviche is back. Materia Prima dos.
Manteca país.
Let's leave.
Shout out to Paula S, because she gave me, you know what I'm saying, that Monica Big Ceviche.
I was going to ask you, where did that come from?
I was working with Paula S. She was my manager at one point in time. She was like, you need something else besides Stack Federal Dollahs. You Peruvian, so you the Big Ceviche from now on. And that shit just stuck with me. Word up, for real. Never forget you, Paula. Word.
Big Ceviche.
There's an album called that.
Word.
Big Ceviche, word.
There you go. Let's get into this song that you told me about that I have not actually heard.
Oh, I know what you're going to play.
It's LL Cool J and Nas off the new LL Cool J album.
The economy.
Before, like, who remembers them chest out after the with our parents of the time. Until next time. Oh, we are so big and so bad. Hip hop, big. I said. Yeah.
Pega pa aí.
I'm going to go
That's what I had last time we had.
What about the picarones? You guys got
Donuts.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, them shits is fire. Especially if you get them right off the big ass fire or whatever.
Yeah. The saltén, the big ass saltén.
Yep, them shits is fire. They give you a little black sauce. Well, actually, it's like
honey.
What is that shit? Molasses, right? It's made out of molasses.
Oh,
nice.
Damn, that's so
banging. Yeah, banging.
That's down south shit.
Just eat one though, cause some shit.
Se odió la dieta, papi.